Let me try again. Hello, hello to all the people that watch the replay, all of you that join in this month, the month of August. I heard on TikTok, okay? They are celebrating Black businesses. Hey, if you hear the music in the background, I do not own the music to the have any copyrights or anything like that. Let that be known, so my social media thing will not be taken off. But I am here today to rock out with my favorite dude in the whole wide world. Let me just say that he's my favorite dude in the whole wide world. Rock out with him while I'm trying to share these. Rock out with him because we want to talk about some things. And as we talk and as we share, we're going to be sharing different tips that we have or we've learned throughout the process of being in business. Some may know and some may not know. But we have been in business really and truly over 12 years when we started the church from the ground up. Yes, some may say, that is not the same, but the devil is a lie. When you are dealing with people money and you're responsible for their money, it is absolutely the same. So, as I share this in my groups and with others, I'm going to share this with them. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to bring him on. If you're on, make sure you like, share all of that stuff again. Celebrating August. August, the month of August is celebrating Black businesses, those that are moving in business. And we had a little time to spare. He had time to spare. So I thank him so much for joining me, being a part of this with me. As we share some tips, and Bishop, I am sharing some stuff right now in my groups and stuff. And so as soon as I get done, I'm going to bring you on and share. I always want to pray every time I go live on my business page, on my social media page. Always want to go say a prayer. So, Father, cover us, protect us as we talk. Not protect us, but Lord, keep us. Allow us to share some tools that will be life changing to people, that will be life changing to someone that is in business, that is doing business. And teach them some things that we've learned in the process, but most of all, explaining the difference between the two of nonprofit and non-profit. So I'm gonna bring him on, and we're gonna chop it up, and we're gonna talk a little bit. So Bishop, I hope you're ready. Uh, but I want to share this for whoever is watching. We just kind of want to talk and do this. All right. We're on the business page, we're on the YouTube page, we're on the groups, we're in live and all that great stuff. So Bishop, let's talk about it. How are
Good
you
morning.
doing? And this is my honey, you guys. For those that don't know, that's on my business page. Tonya Harden Ministries are in my group of 22 years, and some of y'all probably already know. But my baby daddy, my boyfriend, we do ministry together as pastors, but we also do business together. That's a whole nother topic of doing business with your spouse. You should have been in lines then for that part of the conversation, but that
Correct.
was some great information, doing business together. So, Bishop, I wanted to bring you on because you had a little time to spare and kind of celebrate this month of August for Black business owners, as well as talk about the difference between nonprofit and profit. And I'm doing this because I've had people inbox me, people reach out to me, ask me different questions about business. And this is one of the questions that I get all the time, the difference between nonprofit and profit. And I just be like, that is not my lane. But I know my baby daddy, my husband, he could share that information with you even more. So first, let's celebrate Black businesses this month, the month of August. They're celebrating it. So let's
Yeah,
talk.
I really want to say congratulations. I celebrate every entrepreneur out there. And when we come to African Americans, Black entrepreneurs, listen, no shade to my Caucasian Americans and other cultures, but you don't understand the depthness of us trying to gain leverage in this entrepreneur world. That's something that not many of us were raised to do. So I want to applaud every African American Black owned business. I want to applaud you, not just for doing business, but for adding opportunity out there for doing jobs, whatever you're doing. So this is something cool, something amazing. I don't know the just of the entire month of August being Black Business Month, however it is. But if there's an opportunity to celebrate you, I celebrate you, I applaud you, and I join you in this venture of business.
Yes.
And I'm glad to be on with my wife this morning. Thank you for pulling me in. I'm not a social media guy. Many of y'all don't may know, may not know. I kind of pulled away from social media. Not that it is not powerful. It is powerful. I trust my wife to matriculate us or put us out there however she have to. But I enjoy every time she bring me on. This is her world, and so hey, baby, I'm joining you in your world.
Hey, and get ready. He's gonna be going live with me again. Rebuilding. Well, yeah, he didn't know that. Just don't drop it in your spirit.
So,
Yeah, we're gonna be doing part 6 of rebuilding our faith. Rebuilding. I'm doing 7 series or whatever. But rebuilding our faith, we're gonna talk about that, and so I'm gonna bring you on for that conversation. But
great.
yeah, just want to get in your spirit real quick, sir. But let's talk. I want to talk about one of the questions that I received: the difference between a nonprofit and a profit, because we are co-founders or founders of a nonprofit together, a couple of nonprofits, as well as our profitable business. And I was saying, I don't know when I was saying this, but some people think that we just started business 2 years ago, which in really reality we started business 12 years ago,
Yeah.
when we opened up New Destiny, because when you're dealing with people funds, you're already dealing with, that's money, and you're accountable for it, just like you are with profitable business. So kind of share that question that has been asked about the difference between nonprofit and profit.
As we were preparing, you were going trying to get logged on. I'm used to people asking me, about for profit. I'm used to people asking me about nonprofit. I've never had the opportunity to kind of compare the two, and I was kind of thinking to myself, I always, as a teacher at heart, I try to figure out, well, how can I teach this in a way that's very relatable? How can I relate it to the person to where it's not just foreign language? And so I hope someone is on who's interested. And so if you're on and you're interested, you may be more willing to process about, what I'm about to share with you. So you got to really process it. You got to think about it. You got to categorize it. And so I'm guessing the best way to try to present the difference between for-profit versus for-profit would be your customer. It'll definitely be your customer first. You have to start with your customer because usually someone who's doing for-profit business, your customer can afford you. Your customer can pay for you. They can afford to pay you to come in and do work for them. They can pay you to come in and train them, teach them whatever services or products you have available. Your customer can afford you. If you're doing nonprofit, 90% of the time, your customer either they can't afford you or they have been allotted the opportunity to be rewarded with your service without having to pay for you. So that's the
Mhm.
main thing. That's kind of best way to present it, kind of speak about it. If I am offering a service at a nonprofit base, that means 90% of the time, I'm gonna try to say this because I don't want to offend the customer. 90% of
Mhm.
the time, my customer don't have to pay for me. Let's put it like that. My customer don't have to pay for me. Well, I won't even say customer.
Mhm.
Like I say, work with me here as I try to just simplify this best I can. I won't even say customer. I would even say the
Client.
end beneficiary of it, because my customer could be a foundation, and the foundation do pay me. But the beneficiary is that person at home, that person that's receiving my service. So that my customer may be the person who's paying me, like for Harden Enterprise, we have some foundations who pay us to do work. They're our customer, but the beneficiary is the homeowner who's getting your services provided.
Right.
Somebody don't have to pay to receive the outcome of the service we're providing. That's the first thing you gotta look at.
Mhm.
So then from there, you got to ask yourself, if you're for profit and you're doing something that you love that somebody can pay for, that's you got a gift, you got a talent, you got a heart, and somebody's willing to pay for it. And then if you're a nonprofit, you have a gift, you have a talent, and
Mhm.
somebody can't pay for it. So you're trying to figure out, how can I get this to them free of charge? Or how can somebody pay me to get this to them? And so that's the big gist of it. It's all about client base. How can I get this service to them? You can have a nonprofit and a for-profit. And it's a long story behind this.
Mhm.
Ooh, this is a lot. And I do better with direct questions.
I'm sorry.
So it's kind of focused just on the nonprofit piece. So we
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Focus on just the nonprofit.
nonprofit piece. So if I'm a nonprofit owner, have a nonprofit, so how do I manage my nonprofit? How do I take my nonprofit and make it to where I'm able to receive funding? 'Cause that's the main thing as nonprofits. You know, I'm gonna tell you right quick, the wrong reason to start a nonprofit is for money.
That part.
That's the wrong reason. And I know a lot of people that say, I'd rather get a nonprofit instead of for profit because people give you money. Nobody giving you anything. You
Right.
have to work for it and you got to qualify for it. And once you get it, you're responsible for that money in more ways than one. So let's say you are a nonprofit owner and you want to start doing and matriculating in the nonprofit arena. How do I start get funding? You got to realize that you have to find is one way. Let's say the simple way, right? You can knock on the door of your neighbors and go around your friends and family and ask them to give you some money. You can get that money and don't have much money, but also don't have much accountability. But if
Hmm.
you're looking for 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000, $1 million worth of funding, you have got to, number one, is usually going to come from the government. The government is one of the people always say the government is one of the best paying customers, but the
Yeah.
government has two budgets. They have a nonprofit budget and they have a for profit budget. So they have money they have to give. Most
Right.
businesses have money they have to give away to nonprofit for tax purposes. They want to get tax write-offs. So there's money out there, whether it's for a corporate business or the government in a whole or a foundation organization. There's money out there that they receive that they got to spend,
Hmm.
and they need to give it to a nonprofit organization. And so you got to qualify for it. And how you qualify for it, you have to be doing something or providing something that is um, it is established to receive funding. So
So like
let's
a
let's make
service,
it
you
simple.
gotta provide like a service.
And so it's not so much what is almost why. It's not so much what you're doing, it's why you're doing it.
Hmm.
So I can be a teacher, but why are you teaching? Who are you teaching? I'm teaching someone in a low economical base, and maybe there's found money out there who help the education of low income families, or maybe there's money out there to provide, financial literacy. I'm sorry, yeah, this is y'all hear all that going on. There may be some money out there to provide, you know, money for someone to provide services for educating someone on overcoming illiteracy to finances. It's a lot of money out there, but you got to make sure your foundation is answering a question that somebody is willing to donate to you to receive that to give that services to somebody who can't afford it.
I always tell people this, and you let me know if I'm right or wrong, is that nonprofit does not belong to you, but it belongs to the streets. Meaning that it is not, you got to look at it like that. It's not yours. You have a board. If it's done correctly, you got to have a board. You have,
Not
they
if,
can
not
vote
if,
you out.
not if it's done correctly. You cannot legally have a nonprofit organization unless it's set up correctly. It's just not oh man, you get yourself in so much trouble. Tax purposes, reasons, all
Oh,
this. Using a lot of
never mind. Don't answer. That's okay, Bishop. Just tell me about the profit then. Don't go that much in detail. You can go that much in detail in the Lions Den,
oh,
but
no,
I think that.
you must have misunderstood me. No, I wasn't talking for profit. I was just saying just in general. In
Oh,
all, you don't, unless you set up. No, it's a lot involved in the tax problems. You can get yourself in trouble
got it. Okay.
if you get to running down that road. There's a lot of
Mhm.
tax problems you can get yourself into. But yeah, you the government don't want to give money to you. They don't want to give money to your family. If I'm giving my money to you, I need to make sure that I do my due diligence to make sure that it's going to be utilized properly. Because most people who receive that money, they are held accountable to it. And if they mess up and give it to you and you're not properly set up, they lose their resources because they were given money to help underprivileged youth. They were given money to help, low income, families. They was given money to help financial struggle, women. So if they give their money to you and you don't qualify for it, and you hadn't done your due diligence, now they lose their funding and they mess up their channel of income. So
That's
you got to be established properly.
yeah. Gotta be.
Yeah.
I would say about the profit part, and here's the thing. I don't know if you want to go that deep. and maybe that's another conversation for another time. The benefits of having a nonprofit and a profit.
Yeah,
Um,
I go deep. So even if you don't have a for profit, say for instance you got a good for profit, that you know for a fact your LLC is doing business. Maybe you have I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say construction. Let's say construction. That's what we do. Let's just go ahead and put out there. Say for instance you have a nonprofit that, well, a for profit that does construction, like Harden Enterprise, we do construction, and maybe your nonprofit has been awarded to offer affordable housing. And so now you have tapped in, you've met the criteria, and your for profit, your nonprofit say we offer affordable housing to low income families, and the government will give you maybe $100,000 to build homes or repair homes or whatever, and they give it to you because you've established yourself as a replicable nonprofit who
right,
have been serving your community, before the government even giving you a dime. You was already finding ways, because your heart is to service the community. You was already finding ways to repair people's houses, paint people's houses, helping them with their bills. You've been tapping into local resources for the last 3 or 4 years. You've been doing this, been matriculating in this, pretty confidently, and just really making an impact on your community. And the government say, "Wow, this here is a good source. We was looking for someone to give this money to we can trust." This foundation say we was looking for somebody to give this money to you can trust. So we're gonna give it to your nonprofit. Take this money and keep doing what you was already doing, but do it on a bigger scale. If you do good with it this year, we got more where that come from. And
right,
now they tell you that now you got to find a construction company who can service your community that you can trust, that's not going to steal the money we just gave you. We don't want to hear that we gave you some money and you gave the contractor all the money and they ran off with it. And
right,
so you got to find a construction company you can trust. What better construction company you can trust besides your own? Maybe your husband owns a construction company, and now you say, "Hey, babe, look here, our foundation just got awarded $100,000, and we have to, utilize his money with a construction company. It's legally okay for me to hire you, as long as you're established properly. You are a legit company. You have an LLC. You have insurance. You use licensed contractors. We can hire you to come do the work. Now your nonprofit receive funding to where now you get a chance to keep a portion of that called administrative fees for your nonprofit. Let's say 20% of that, and so 20% of 100,000, I think maybe 20,000, or maybe a little less. Okay, maybe 2,000, and then you keep that money as your nonprofit as income while you're hiring your for-profit, your husband, to go out and do the work. And now he makes money after he pays his contractors, as he repairs the home, and what's left over in his bill, he made money. So now your for-profit is receiving money through your nonprofit to provide services for you at a profit margin.
mhm.
That's a lot. I know it's a whole lot, right?
Yeah, that's a lot. But you know what I love about it? This is what you love. And I love because you go deep in it and you really, really got to grasp it. I would say this with
Georgia,
no,
before
go
you
ahead.
go, say this because somebody has got their whole light bulbs on, trying to figure out, man, how can I do that? Because that sounds like an easy way to make money. No, no, no. Stop right now. Stop
Right,
right now. We started a construction company because we love construction. We started a nonprofit because we love helping people. As a extra benefit, we was able to work them together.
right,
Ever open this up with the end in mind of trying to make money? I promise you, you won't just fail. You're gonna make a fool of yourself.
right.
And if you make a fool of yourself and you do it wrong, won't nobody want to do business with you ever,
Yeah,
because you will do so much to cut corners and just to make money, to where somebody who you should be serving will actually lose something at the cost of you gaining more than what they were supposed to receive. So
that's
this is not about trying to figure out a quick way to make money. Stop that crap, man. That's what's making people not want to do businesses. Let's talk with African American businesses.
ooh,
In
ooh.
African American Business Month, don't just talk about celebrating one another. Let's talk about also preparing one another. Let's do honest business. Let's do legit business.
Yeah,
Let's make it to where we don't have to be categorized because we need to be saluted one month. Let's say we're running the race along with everyone else.
right,
Because we're being honest, legit, and not trying to cut corners and rob Peter trying to pay Paul.
right. Do it the right. I think that's the thing that we learned even from our mentor, one of our mentors in business, is just doing things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Doing things the right way. And I think that's the thing that we found out that even when we wanted to partner with people, that a lot of people wasn't doing it the right way. What would you say about the importance of integrity as a business owner? Look, this is turning into a show. Come on here, show.
I would say one of the most valuable things to me is not money, it's sleep.
Oh,
Um, I don't want to get money and I can't sleep.
right.
And so I'm a man of faith. I believe in God. And I know, so I can't tell you where your value fall. So let's back it up and tell this here. If your value is money, do what you got to do, right? My value is pleasing God, and I don't say that in a spiritual way. I say that in a real way. My value is pleasing God, and so I want to make sure every corner I turn, God is there waiting on me, and I
Hmm.
don't want my last move to move me from God. And so
That's
I highly
good.
suggest, man, that at the end of the day, that you are doing whatever you got to do in your taxes, in your income, in your payroll, in your books, in everything. That you're doing it in your operations, in your administration, in your accounting,
Right.
in your marketing, in everything you do with integrity, so that on the other end of it, God is still there waiting on you. And because you're gonna have some tough times, you're gonna have some trying times. And the only thing to get me through this tough times and trying time is my integrity. Because I feel as at the end of the day, whatever I get, good or bad, if I did with integrity, I can live with it. If I
Mhm.
didn't do it with integrity and I get it, I can't live with it because I know that I was a crooked person getting crooked outcomes.
Right. So true. I know we've done so many classes within the Lions Den on, how to build an LLC, how to structure your business for success, how to, build business credit. What would you say to you? You know, this is so authentic, right? What would you say, when it comes down to building a profitable business in this time and in this season? Like, what would you say to that? To building a profitable business?
So I would say it's a book I need to write. I haven't written the book yet, and I need to write it because it's been in my heart for years.
As
Um,
y'all can see, that phone keep going off because that joker stay busy. Go
you
ahead,
know,
Bishop.
but there's a book I need to write is called Standing on the Three Legs of Business. And I would say the only reason I will write the book titled Standing on Three Legs of Business because you got to have that fourth leg on your own. The book that before the book even written, before the book you read the book, you have a fourth leg. I should call it the first leg. And the first leg is a gift, a skill, something you can do with your eyes closed, right? And
Okay.
so, but many of us have been doing our gift. Whether it's, I see, I want to shout out to Rhonda Lee making cups. I mean,
Yeah.
pens and amazing things, right? Or whether it's, Kendra. Shout out to Kendra. I think I don't know the name of a company. She make amazing shirts. Amazing shirts. You got other companies out there who doing hot shotting, Miles Transportation. Crazy
Yeah.
shout out to Miles Transportation, all these African American businesses. All these things that each one of these people they do with their eyes closed. They love it. Chris Miles love driving. Lakeisha Miles love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Kendra love doing graphic designs. Rhonda Lee love doing pens, and if she does it,
Can I
man.
can I pause? Wait, keep your thought. And here's the thing: is that the pop? Okay, I ask you that next. Go ahead, keep going.
So other people they love it, right? And that's that one leg. That's that one leg, right? But what's the three legs we're missing? Why am I cooking and I'm not making the money that I want to make? Why am I driving, but yet I feel as though all the money I'm making is not going where I should be? Why am I working church? Not saying either of these people doing this. I'm just talking in general. Why would I have a skill that's not going anywhere? Why am I not profiting? Why am I not being able to hire people? Why am I not scaling my business? The three most important legs that we got to stand on is marketing, accounting, and administration. We got to be able to market our business, and sometimes if you can't, you got to be willing to pay somebody who can. You got to be willing to do a great accounting. You got to know your numbers. That's a whole other topic. I'm gonna come back to that real quick. But accounting, you have to know your numbers. You got to be able to just see your numbers, not just knowing it. You got to be able to see them, and then administration. How are your books? Are you established properly? Do you have your LLC? Are you keeping your insurance and your bylaws, and you have all your paperwork together. Those things are important. So we went out, and many people know that we flipped a home here recently. Also, we just got another asset for the business. Every time they asked us, "Where are your financials?" and not just my business financials, they wanted to pull my personal financials. Then they asked me, show me your paperwork, give me your EIN, give me your LLC, show me your bylaws. Show me your, this is a good one that nobody ever think about, your operational agreement. Do you have your operational agreement? If you have a partner, how are y'all agreeing to do business? I need to see all those documents together. And then most of us get there and listen, we don't even hear those words. We don't even hear those things. We just see this big old stack of paper that they're asking us to complete. We get intimidated and we say, forget it. I'll just keep doing business door to door. I never go get that loan. I never go get, a corporate contract because they're asking me for too much. Well, the key thing, if they ask you for it and you already got it, it's not too much. It's just completing the documents. We get intimidated because of our lack of, our lack of, what's the word I'm looking for? Professionalism. I told a group the other day that even me, who pride himself on being administratively together, financially together, making sure my books together, I let busyness be a reason for me not to be professional. I started just slacking on some things I know, some contracts I supposed to got signed. I just did the work without doing the contract. Some paperwork I supposed to be completing. I finished some stuff and I didn't complete the paperwork. And the more I did it, the more I fell off. I'm like, whoa, this is going wrong fast. We had to stop yesterday, and we had a 9:30. We had a meeting.
It was long. It was long.
9:30 in the morning. We started at 9:30, me and my wife, and we added in the other staff at around 11,
Seven.
and
Yeah.
we didn't get through meeting until almost 4:30.
Five.
Five.
Yeah, it was five.
But we had to get our ducks in a row. And now going back every Monday, we're going to have a business meeting with the core staff to make sure we're operating up under the terms that we're supposed to be operating under, so we're being successful. So listen, entrepreneurs, I don't care who you are. If you're an entrepreneur, you need your skill. You're doing a pretty good job with your skill. But stop avoiding taxes. Do your taxes. Get a financial program that you can track your income and outcome. Listen, and get you a company debit card. And with that company debit card, get the company debit card. And with the company debit card, use that for all your transactions. Don't buy anything unless you're using a company debit card or use a company check. And if you want to use it on personal expenses, talk to your CPA first. But everything you do it through that debit card so that your financial tracking system can track it all. So when it comes time at the end of the year or whenever, all your books are already together because you didn't go pull cash out for this and pull cash out for that. Everything that you tracked all year. And now you have a proper balance sheet. You have a proper income statement. You have a proper, financial records to add to everything else you need. And so you file those taxes. Those banks going to ask for that. Give me your balance sheets. Give me your profit loss statements. Can you show me your P&L? If you cannot show, I don't care if you got money or not. They want to know you're doing business.
Yeah.
So that answers.
Yeah, wait, tell me the things again, because I think I did them in different order. So you said the gift.
So you need to have a gift. That's the main thing. You got to have the gift. The gift is very important. That before you start anything, you got to have what God called you to do. And then once you have a gift, now you need the 3 legs that you need to stand on. You need marketing, you need accounting, you need administration.
Gotcha.
You got to be able to tell people what you're doing. You need to account for every dime you make, and you need to make sure you got the paperwork together when it comes time for to be able to explain who you are, what you do, and how you do it.
Gotcha.
Liability insurance, y'all. That's another thing I have to do out there for a business owner. We pay right now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a real number. We pay about $400 a month in liability insurance. I'm doing construction. I'm messing with people $1 million homes. I'm messing with people, 130, 200, $300,000 homes. And if I got to pay $400 a month, that if I go to their home and mess up some of their home, and if they come at me, I got insurance. Stop going out there. I cut grass. You can take a rock, hit a window, and who know what happened next, and you're liable. Get you some liable. Now I pay $400 a month because I have a great risk. Your risk may not be that great. If you're making cups, maybe you don't have a huge liability, right? But if you're doing a catering event, a wedding, these weddings are $300,000 and $400,000, then you mess something up. Somebody coming to you, they suing you. Have some liability insurance. Get your LLC. Make sure you have an LLC because as a limited liability corporation, they can only sue your LLC. Get your coverage. Keep your paperwork. File your franchise tax. I have an LLC. I've been having it for 10 years. Have you filed your franchise tax? If you haven't, you lost your incorporation. It's easy to get it back, but get with somebody who can help you get it back. There's so many things to having a business, and most of us know it, but we just neglect it. We're entrepreneurs, but we're negligent entrepreneurs. You didn't
Yeah.
ask all that, did you?
No, that's good information. I'm glad you shared that. Last question, because I know your time is valuable. So, the part about networking, I know you, the power in networking, you know what I'm saying? All those people that you named earlier, we partner with all of those people in business. The
That's
shirt that you wearing, Sister Kendra, she, what is the name of her? Lord, I can't think of her name for nothing. And I know your name, Kendra, if you watch this. We do know your name of your business. I
right,
just
too.
can't think of it. Anyway, but custom designs, there we
That's
go. Custom designs, and all of our employees, everything that we do, we use her for our t-shirts. So we partner with these people, cups and things that we send off to people that we partner with are cups and pens and different things like that. Those are people we partner them out. You know, it's so many people that we partner with and those people that you name. So what do you think the value is, the power in networking when it comes to being a business owner? I want to say this. I know that there's power in networking. No, you go ahead and I'll say my part. Don't, oh, I know there's power in networking because of the simple thing is that you're able to meet new people, you're able to collaborate with other people, and you're able to do business with other people, make money together with other people, as well as learn from other people in networking. I think our best experience, our most amazing experience, was when we went to Washington. That was mind blowing to be in a room with a lot of Black business owners and seeing what people were doing and learning and gleaning and growing from them. So, what would you say about the power of networking in business?
Networking is like this here, right? So I'm trying to make this as simple as possible so I can go so deep with this, but I'm gonna make it very simple, very, very simple. To understand networking, first thing we have to do is redefine partnering. We've always was told business partners was always splitting money. I want you to
Hmm.
business partners is not necessarily. It could be. It can be splitting money, but it doesn't always have to be splitting money. So when I say, man, I want to partner with you. It doesn't mean that you gotta take your money and split it with me. You gotta take your business and split it with me. No, it's not splitting money. It's sharing money. And what the difference is that so when I truly partner with you, I may walk into a building and they may say, Clyde, I want you to build my home, but I want to get my material from another state. Well, now if I'm partnering with Chris Miles, I'm gonna say, hey Chris, this company wants me to build them a home, but they got the material in this state, and I don't have a truck to go get it. Can you go get it? I don't have to make a dime off him. I just partnered with him because on the job that I'm on, we're sharing the money. She was already going to pay me. She's going to pay somebody to get the material. And
Right,
why can't that person be the person I'm partnering with?
right.
And be in this same place, and we hear and maybe Dendra Butler, who has behind the scenes, Miss D, behind the
Yeah.
scenes, D may say I'm doing an event and they need t-shirts. She might say, hey, custom designs. Kendra, I need you to help me out because it's like need t-shirts. Boom. So she's getting that deal. And by the way, they want pens. Every guest they want a pen. Hey, Rhonda Lee, can you give me some pens? We just built a network. My net worth increased
Yeah.
because of my network. Because
Come
now
on.
I'm more valuable because they see, man, I'm a one-stop shop. The other day, my wife did a call, and after we do a job for a customer, that customer, we call that customer afterwards. This is very important. And we're going to start sending thank you notes as well for doing
And we
business.
do a
And
survey.
thank you
So
notes.
we do a survey when the job is done. So we
Yeah.
call and do. We want to be just. Let me pause and say
Yeah,
this.
I want to finish this statement real quick. Real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
So when she made the phone call, she asked the guy, she said, hey, how'd you like working with Harden Enterprise? He used the word, he said, man, y'all were easy.
Yeah.
Y'all were easy. Everything I needed, y'all had. He said, man, I needed carpet, you had it. I needed a kitchen, I needed cabinets built, y'all had it. And I didn't do it. But I networked with a carpenter who built cabinets. I networked with a carpet guy who put down carpet. I networked with a painter who painted. And so it looked like that I was easy. But what happened, my network increased my net worth.
Yeah.
And he says, I walked in my house now looking for stuff to get done because I know Hard Enterprise can do it for me. And the reason why Harden Enterprise can do it for me because I'm not trying to do it by myself. I'm not trying to figure out how to be a cabinet builder. I'm not trying to figure out how to make cups. I'm not trying to figure out how to paint. I'm not trying to figure out how to put down carpet. I'm trying to figure out how to get somebody else an opportunity to come in here and do it. I'm sorry, Pastor. You go ahead and say what you're
Oh,
gonna
I didn't forgot. I didn't totally forgot. But yeah, that's good. You're right. I think networking is so important and so valuable. And I
say.
can't remember what I was gonna say. So.
But you was talking about us doing the surveys. You said anytime we do it,
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, even with that, the point of making sure your business look like a corporate business and not just a small, even though it's a small bit, we're small business owners, you still want to have the capacity of a corporate business
yeah,
to the point where you could sell your LLC, if you wanted to where it's a corporation. It's not, we said this, that it's no longer, um, something you said is no longer a business, but it's
a
a
business.
company. We're a company. And
Yeah.
so understanding that part. So yeah,
And so I want to add to the whole part about networking is that so my network can also increase my net worth. That's good. We need to make sure we put
yeah,
that. My network
we need
increase
to
my net
bring
worth
that.
is because if you've gone out there and you've experienced something, you've made some problem, you made some mistakes, you ran into some issues. Now you can share with me, and now I don't have to pay the money that you have to pay to learn that lesson. And now you actually increase my value because I don't have to go down that road. That's a dead end road. I'm not going down there. I'm not doing business with the person. And so we meet up with the Harden, Harden with the Lions Den. And the whole point of that is us get on the number one, networking each other. If you need something, you can find in the Lions Den. You need to get a CDL class. We got a young lady, Miss Margaret, who teaches that some counseling. We got a young lady named Kim Pruitt, who is a family counselor. You need. You can see already we connected with a lot of entrepreneurs. Excited about it, man.
I love that about the Lions Den, and it's a free platform, and it's a growing platform. I would definitely say it's a growing platform. But even for an example, I think Kim joined for the first time, and someone that was in there was on there, and they're getting their but wanting a private practice. And she was like, "Hey, give them my information. Let's talk." You know what I'm saying? It's all about networking and networking healthy networking and what I love about it, it's just not people in Texas. It's all over. So we are blessed to
You
be
got
able
Miss
to have
Harris,
this.
her and her
Yeah,
husband in Tennessee. You got Miss what was the other lady name out of
Lady Trivia, she's out of,
Trivia?
yeah. You have all these different people that are in there, but here's the thing: networking is powerful. Even going for those, I tell people all the time, and this is what we're learning. Not that we made it know the whole thing, but just the stuff that we're learning. It's in this world of entrepreneurship. If done the right way, there are so many opportunities that is available. There's no lid. I always say that there's no lid to this.
Not at
You
all.
can just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. There's no lid. You just do what God tell you to do, but there is no lid to this. But one of the things that you said, and we're gonna be done, Bishop, is tell me your famous thing, and we're gonna have to bring it. We're gonna have to get that too. Your famous thing about people and paper.
Yeah, that's the key thing, and that's what go back to administration. In this world, people listen. Right now, we're coming to the end of the physical calendar year for the government.
Right.
And the government and most people who do business with the government, that being foundations, nonprofit organizations, the fiscal year is coming to an end, and you only as valuable as your budget that you expended last year. If you expended little money, that means we don't need to give you as much. If you use your entire budget and maybe you show you need more, they may relinquish more money to you. And so as you come to fiscal year, you see the government trying to spend because if we don't spend it, we lose it. And then if we don't get it back, listen, if we don't spend it, we look like we don't need it next year. And so with that being said, they're looking for people to give money to. The government is looking for people to give money to. There's some foundations looking to people to spend money on. They got to trust them because they don't want to lose their access to them, right? And so, but they can't just give it to people. So businesses don't pay people, businesses pay paper. Businesses don't pay people, they pay paper. So I know we got DBAs and all those things and we're trying to do business, but it's not good because I don't know if I can really track you but I need to make sure I spent money, but I need you to have your paper together. I need you to have your administration together. I need you to have your accounting together. Once you get all your paper together and it come down to it, I'm needing to give this money away, but you don't qualify for it. Not because of your blackness, it's because your lackness. You know,
Ooh,
you're black is because you lack the paperwork. Come on, listen, they're not racist. Matter of fact, they have to get so much money to historical and youth business.
minority, yeah,
They have to get
minority,
money to
yeah,
women. They have to get so much money to minority in general. So listen, you can't blame it on your blackness. You can't blame it on your womanhood. You can't blame it on you've been LGBT because they gotta get so much money to LGBT.
you're right.
So
Yeah,
you can't blame it on none of that. You can only blame it on the fact that I didn't do my paperwork.
that's it.
I didn't get my
Period.
stuff together. People don't pay paper. People, they pay paper.
Pay
Get your
paper.
paper together.
Get your paper there. One thing that's what I love about you because of your military background. So for those that don't know, and we are done, Bishop, I want people to know like what when we started this business, 2 years ago, it was a God thing. It was like give it how do you say it? It was in the vein of God. I guess it
It was
was
inspired by God.
it was inspired by God. And that's what we tell God every time we get in a pickle. Lord, you brought us here. So you gotta bring us, you're gonna bring us to it. And so one of the things that I love about it is that those that are watching that may need Harden Enterprise, come on, let's close this out. That may need Harden Enterprise. There are several things that we do. And I know some people just think, oh, it's just construction. That is not all that we do. Harden Enterprise Services, we are not only we are hub certified, and if you don't know about that, Google is your best friend. Look at Bishop, yes sir. We are hub certified. We are a veteran certified, veteran owned business, and those that are in the government world, you'll understand that. But if you don't, join Lions Den, and we can give you more information of what all that means. We got some people right now that we're giving a grant away to. What's up? We're giving a grant away to for $500 that Harden Enterprise is doing a grant for. They are still working on it. I think they're almost there, Bishop, and getting that hub certification because it's so important in order to do grants and contracts and all of that stuff. And so we also we're hub certified. We're veteran owned business. But there is a layer to Harden Enterprise, and we share that more in the Lions Den. But just to kind of give you a snippet, Harden Enterprise is the umbrella of what we do. Harden Enterprise Services LLC is our business name, but there is 5 different departments to Harden Enterprise. There's Department of Construction. So if you go on our website, we have a construction page, which is Bishop. That's him. Bishop and his team, amazing team. They get your stuff done. If you're looking for stuff to get done quickly, oh, you ain't think I was gonna promote us? Yes, you get your stuff done quickly. Get your stuff done as soon as possible, but it's done in the right way. We will be sharing more testimonials of the people that we've already done. Not only just Harden Enterprise construction team, but we also partner with other funders. Great, great. We love them. They're like Family Texas Congregational Readiness Program with Tonya and
La
some other
Familia
people. Yes,
over in Miss Maria Bonos Jordan. You got Miss Barbara McIntyre over
yes,
in Liberty County. You got we got so many different organizations we're partnering with who was looking for a construction company, and they trusted us and with their community. They trusted
yes.
us with our community, and we thank you for trusting us.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have been able to partner with them and do it's just been amazing to be able to bless our communities and different surrounding areas. So we have that department. That's one department. The other department we also have, which is our printing and marketing. This is what our girls do, where you can get that card Bishop had show one more time. That card that he has, the thing that I don't think you can see it behind me, the little printing thing right there. Yep, we do that as well. And so those are the things that we do in the printing and marketing, cards, flyers, all that great stuff. As well as another department, which is the publishing company, Harden Publishing Company, which is me. I help and mentor and I hate to say coach, but mentor and coach people during their book process. So you could do a free consultation on Tonya Harden, TonyaHarden.com there. But that is Harden Publishing. It's also under the umbrella of Harden
One,
Enterprise.
one LLC,
One
four
LLC,
DBAs.
four
One
DBAs.
LLC, four DBAs. If you're wondering if you got to get four LLCs, no. You can get one LLC with the Secretary of State and then go back to the Secretary of State, not your local DBA. If you're doing
Right.
local DBAs, that means if I got a DBA in Simpson County, I mean I can only do business in Sampson County.
Right.
But if I get an LLC with the Secretary of State, and then I get a DBA with the Secretary of State, I can do business with the whole entire state of Texas. So that's just kind of understanding that.
Yeah. And we also have our HG4 property management.
About to open up, about to break ground. I'm really excited about it. About to break ground and do a ribbon cutting in 2 weeks on the
Yes.
first. We're going to break
Yes.
ground, do a ribbon cutting of the very first introduction of
And we're not doing
H4
it first. I can't believe
property
this.
management, H4G, H4G property management company, H4G property management company. That's the Harden for Girls property management company. I'm really excited about it. This is my daughters and my wife is going to hit this business up, and guess who they're going to hire to do all the construction?
Yeah. So and some one more. I forgot the name of that, but anyway, I think we're still working on that logistics. But anyway, so all of those
Some,
and just to
somebody,
kind of let you know, this is what we do.
no, I'm
Huh?
sorry. I said somebody's going to wonder why we got so many businesses, but that's another explanation for another day.
Yeah, if I gotta explain, I'm not gonna have to. Yeah, I just feel like you mind your business ministry, but we're just telling you what we offer, and if you want it, it's available. And if you don't understand it, we will. The only way you'll ever understand it is if you are part of the Lions Den, that network.
Yeah.
That's the only way you'll understand it. But other than that, I want to say thank you, Bishop, for rocking out. I joined the business page, so I learned how to do it, baby. I'm learning. You understand me? I thank you for
Yes,
rocking
sweetheart.
out. Thank you for those that are watching the replay, those that have joined. If you want to be a part of the Lions Den, free. Unless you want the VIP membership, that's different. But free 19, free 99, not 319, free 99. Every month we meet, and so you welcome to join that. And if you want to join that, and we see some of the Lions Dens on here, people that be joining. So thank y'all so much for rocking
I
out
can
with
throw out
us.
there too.
But
Throw something out
huh?
there. Can I throw something out there?
Say that again. Yes, sir.
I'll
Throw
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 something
it.
out real quick. So
Yeah.
we don't do a lot of promoting of this because I have a little time, but my schedule is open at 6 o'clock almost every morning from 6 to 8. I offer business consulting. Well, I listen to your business for 1 hour. It is a cost. It is a cost. But sometimes it's just listen to someone listen to me. We paid, I think, almost $300 to talk to this young lady, and she really catapulted us. My cost isn't that much. It is a cost though. So when our business consulting department, if it's something that you can want to ask me, talk to me, feel free to reach out, and my wife will tell you how to get in touch with us. But set up a 1 hour consulting from VIP members of the Lions Den. Get it for 30 minutes for free. But if you're not a Lions Den VIP member, you get it for 1 hour. I think it's maybe 115 an hour or something like that. But we'll sit down with you and kind of share with you, listen to your business and give you some goals, some things you can accomplish to help you achieve some things and give you direction. And then I may have some other videos that we already have together already that I can share with you. Maybe if you're trying to get LLC, we got a video on how to get LLC. And maybe it's trying to get, DBA, we got a video on getting a DBA. So if it's something we can share with you from the tools we already have, we will. So I want to just drop it out there right then. If you are a business, no matter who you are, if you want some consulting, get with us and we'll do what I can to help you out.
Awesome. And you can also go to our website to join the and be a part of the Lions Den if you want. And I am sharing this link right now. So Bishop, you anything you want to close out and you want to say at this time to any business owner before we close out. Thank you again, but go ahead.
No problem, no problem. I guess what I would say is that, um, how would I say this? If you are a business owner, number one, remember why you got started. I'm learning. I've only been doing this 2 years. That I can find a reason to quit out of the fear of just, customer acquisition could be one of the hardest things in the world. And maintaining that consistent rhythm of income can be kind of rough and scary at times. But if you remember why you got started, hold on to that and don't let it go. That's my reason. I can't quit. I can't give up. My grind is got to be a lifetime, not just for a moment. So I just say that let your grind be a lifetime.
I love
I just
it.
conversation. You got to share with me all this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've been having people talk to you. My bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, I thank you, Bishop, for rocking out with me, and I pray that this helps somebody, encourage somebody. Let's celebrate back Black businesses in the month of August. I don't know who started it. Again, I saw it on TikTok, so I was just like, great time to get you on to talk about, give little tips on business and understanding the difference between nonprofit and profit. And I hope this has helped the followers, that people that follow us, and we grow together in business. So go to our website, Harden Enterprise. I'll put that in the screen as well. Harden Enterprise Services to join our Lions Den or anything to that nature. You can learn more about that there, and I will share that here. But Bishop, I say thank you, honey, for being a part and joining and rocking out with us as we talk about business.
I love you, girl.
Until next time, I don't know when I'll ever be able to get him on again. I doubt it. But join the Lions Den. I promise you, you can find out a lot of information, pick his brain, pick his head there in the Lions Den network where we sit and talk about, collaborate, but most of all, show each other how to scale our business. All right. Until next time, Harden Enterprise. What's the motto? Harden Enterprise. Where
We
we?
respond to your needs through the gifts of our experiences.
All right. Thank you, Bishop.